I'd like to call this meeting to order. This is a regular meeting of the Council of the City of Ottawa, Illinois. Madam Clerk, would you call the roll, please?
Awesome.
Here.
Gainier.
Here.
Eichelkraut.
Here.
Less.
Here.
Mayor.
Here.
We have 5 present.
Would you all stand, please, and join in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Moved by Commissioner Less that the minutes of a regular meeting of the Council of the City of Ottawa, Illinois, held on Tuesday, September 15, 2015, be approved as recorded in the permanent files of the City Clerk.
There's a second to the motion. Commissioner Eichelkraut, any discussion? Suggested changes? Roll call, please.
Awesome.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Less.
Aye.
Mayor.
We have a presentation tonight. Before that, though, is there anyone wishing to appear before the council tonight? Okay, if not, we have a Acting Director of the Ottawa Visitor Center, Kurt Badai, is here to make the annual report of the Ottawa Visitor Center to the council. Kurt?
Thank you, Mary. Distinguished commissioners, board staff, citizens of Ottawa. Allow me to introduce myself. I am the interim director for the Ottawa Visitor Center, Kurt Badai, and I want to be able to present to you tonight the state of the Visitor Center itself. So if I may, I will begin. We will start with probably the most important subject matter that everybody is interested in is our finances. Currently, there is no exception since the 2009 audit. We've operated within the proposed budget, and there are no outstanding payables. Moving on to advertisement, this is something that the Visitor Center has been unprecedented in and had the foresight in being able to hire a full-time graphic designer, being myself, with the board approval, as well as the former director, Julie Johnson. Being that we have an in-house design team, we were able to save thousands of dollars by doing that work ourselves and being able to make deadlines much easier. So some of that advertisement that we have is our visitor's guide that's in the Heritage Corridor of last year. This was based off the Pick Us commercials starring Walt Willey that we ran on the WGN channels. This was also another ad that was done in the Chamber Guide of last year, and the visitor's guide for the LaSalle County this year and last year, as well as another ad featuring Walt Willey from a commercial in the Heritage Corridor Visitor's Guide this year. Some of these commercials that you may have probably already seen are the Pick Us commercials with Walt Willey that were on WGN. If you have not seen them, I'd like to share with you those. We did 30-second and 15-second commercials, both tagged for Winefest and Riverfest. Again, here's the same commercial, only 15 seconds for Riverfest. Now, both of these commercials were being able to be paid for by the grants that we were awarded through the state of Illinois, the NPP grant. Moving on to event support, the Visitor Center is able to provide some extra advertising, promotions, whatever the case may be, to organizations, clubs, individuals, besides just the city itself and our anchor events. These are just some of the organizations or events that take place within Ottawa that we offer support for. And as you can see, there is quite a list that we offer our assistance to at any time during the year. As I mentioned, our anchor events, these are the events that happen yearly throughout our year here in Ottawa. Presently, there is the Midwest Morel Fest, and with the inclusion of the Morel Mashup, which is the home brewers tasting that we introduced not too long ago, a couple years. And it's been very successful in those 2 years. Just like Julie said, we were going to need a bigger tent, and we were able to acquire that bigger tent, and we filled it. Now in the upper left-hand corner, you can see the billboard. Below that is a postcard that we sent out to several attendees that have come to us in years past, and any other individual members. And then on that postcard is a QR code that people can scan with their smartphone. And that would take you to an app that you can see right here. This is an app that anybody could get on their phone and follow the schedule of the events for the Midwest Morel Fest or the homebrew tasting itself. And then we also have, of course, the quad fold that is handed out at the event or throughout the downtown businesses. And you can see more of that commercial on YouTube. We have also put it on our website at one time, and we also have put it on Facebook too to promote the event. So we were very thankful to have a filmographer on staff and able to help us put that all together in order to promote the Morel Fest even more. Moving on, we also have our Wine Fest that follows the Morel Fest. Again, billboards, event signage, sponsor signage, Facebook advertising, and new to this year, we were part of the Chicago Flower and Garden Show. We were able to put together a package for anybody that registered and was able to come to Wine Fest, and we were able to do the signage for that at the Flower and Garden Show at our booth. Following that is River Fest, again, more promotional materials on the billboards. Posters that went throughout the downtown featuring the acts for that 4-day event, Facebook, and also the trifold that is sent out to every resident in Ottawa through the water bill. Then we have Scarecrow Fest and Oktoberfest, which was on the same day last year, so they were booked together as a package. So they were advertised on the billboard together, as well as we put together a rack card for the event because there was so much going on. We wanted to make sure that people were aware of everything that was available to them if they were interested in going. And then we also put together the event ticket for Oktoberfest itself. Then the Festival of Lights and the Ice Odyssey, again, something that happened back to back for the first time. We did billboard, event signage, Facebook, and posters throughout the downtown. And new for this year was the River City Film Fest. With that, we were able to put together, again, promotional posters, event tickets, and if you can see on the left, that is the ad that went into the playbills in Chicago. And we want to thank Heritage Corridor for their assistance in having the ability to give us those ad spaces. More than 508,000 were printed, and they were placed in 28 theaters throughout Chicago. Ottawa in Bloom is something else that is well and dear to all of our hearts. They're a volunteer organization, obviously, that has acquired some awards through American Bloom. Ottawa in Bloom is something that we have assisted in advertising their events and information. We put together their rack cards for them. And we've also did their trailer this year for them in the city of Ottawa. Again, billboards, these are billboards that we put up every year for all the anchor events or other events that we feel, that we, at the time that we can afford financially to promote. These billboards can be seen in Joliet, Kankakee, Kewanee, and other areas around the region. Midwest Morel Fest, Morel Mashup, Wine Fest. New this year was the Ottawa Fireworks. Walt Willie's Willie World Productions, Riverfest, Scarecrow Fest, and the Festival of Lights at Ice Odyssey. Now, the Pick Us website is something new that we were able to put together and finished up. It was just launched by the end of June 30th last year, and so it's been in production for a year. This was something that we wanted to move forward on and bring up to date so that we were able to tie into the botanical brand that the city has adopted. This is our website homepage. As you can see, there's a logo for the Pick Us, the event stamps at the top, and the image in the center there is on a rotating scale so that it can feature events or attractions throughout the year in Ottawa. And then at the bottom, there's also, you can click on the events calendar, Stay With Us, or group tours. So if you did click on the Stay With Us, it would take you to the lodging page. Here people can get further information about where to stay in Ottawa, and basically any other contact information. These categories can be separated into unique stays, pet-friendly, or bed and breakfast. And then we also have, just for example, if you clicked on Riverfest, you would be able to get a little more information about Riverfest, when it takes place. You can click on the event poster as well as the event schedule in Trifold. Now, besides just these items that I just talked about, we also wanted to put into the website attractions or special features that we felt were necessary or important to any visitors that came to Ottawa. One example is, of course, the murals that we have in town. We dedicated a portion of our website to the murals. But we also did a portion for Reddick's Mansion. Reddick's Mansion does have their own website, but we wanted to encapsulate that into our website. This is what Reddick's Mansion's website looks like presently. And when we incorporated it into our website, we, as you can see, it ties into the botanical feel, same layout. We were able to give it a little more information. We can list the hours that they're there, their phone number, their website that you can click on for any additional information, as well as the listing of difficulty, because we know that you do have to take some stairs or walk around the grounds in some nature, so we want people to be aware of any difficulty if they have any to get around. As you can see right here, this is where you can click on book a tour with our website. Now you can book a tour with Reddick's Mansion. It doesn't specifically go to Reddick's Mansion until you click on a little clicker down here that lists Reddick's Mansion. You can put your name, your address, contact information, number in your party, any other additional information. We collect that information and then we contact the people that they're wanting to get a tour from. So if it is Reddick's Mansion, we can call them and say, we have a party of 15, they're interested in touring your grounds, are you available on these dates that they're coming? And then they can take it from there. Something else that we also have included into our website, another promotional video to encourage people to take advantage of, is the Famous Coffee Roasters. And I want to show you a portion of that. This is just a list of items that we've also advertised for the Reddick's Mansion. on our website and events and Facebook page. Dwight's been so kind to be able to offer tours of his roasting facility, so we're happy to be able to put that on our website and allow that information to be out there for people that are interested in taking that tour. Now moving on to social media, newspapers and magazines. These are just some of the things that we list our information on. Before I get into that exactly, this accumulates a lot of information just for the website and newspapers, magazines, all that stuff. WineFest, this is information that was given to us through Heritage Corridor. This is just some things that they've been able to put out there for us through social media. Starbuck Country Magazine, the Guide by WTTW Chicago, the Jazz Magazine, several radio stations in and around this area as well as Chicago, CLTV, WGN, and of course we had the new relationship with WFMT, the jazz station in Chicago, advertising this event. So lots of rate bases, circulations, mostly in the thousands, and much given time on radio stations as well. These are just some of the newspapers and magazines that we advertise on. As you can see, there's several listing there. We have a full-time person that does that constantly, always advertising whatever events come across our desk. We always put these on there and get the information out. Social media and the radio, these are radio stations that we are a part of, advertise on. WCMY, Morning Meetings with Jay LaSure, and that's a monthly meeting every Monday, last Monday of the month. We're on there talking about the visitor center and events in Ottawa. And then there's several others in Oglesby, Spring Valley, Mendota, Streeter, DeKalb, Peru, Champaign, and Urbana. And as I mentioned earlier, WFMT, we've been part of that as well. Last year, Chauncey from ESPN Chicago 1000, his Great Outdoors show featured Julie and Tom Nauman, who is our mushroom expert. This was part of the promotional add-on for the Midwest Morale Fest, and he was able to get us on there, even though it was early in the morning, 6 o'clock. We were still live on the air and talking with Chauncey, and then as you saw in the video, he was at the actual event itself and giving awards. Social media and the websites. We're on several of the websites that we, again, promote our materials on. Illinois Byways Heritage Corridor, which automatically goes to Enjoy Illinois, which is the very popular one that Chicago has in the state of Illinois. And Enjoy Lake Sub County, WCMY's Community Calendar, Jack FM, WAJK, News Tribune, and as well as the Daily Times. And then we also have the television. Walt Lilly has been our booster person. He's been on several television stations promoting his plays, as well as Ottawa itself. So as you can see, he's been on a number of those. And as I mentioned earlier in my presentation, commercials that we have on WGN, TTW, and CLTV. International tourism. This is something that the Heritage Corridor and the OBC locked hands with, and we were able to encourage international tourism in our region. Julie and Bob Navarro attended several international tourism conventions in London, Orlando, LA, and New York. And through their efforts, we have seen several people from foreign countries come into Ottawa through our doors at the Visitor Center. And this is just one piece here of Love It magazine on April 30th that talked about a blogger from Germany visiting this area and some of the special features that they were very fond of enjoying while they were here. And these are photos of Julie and Bob with some of our other interested parties and wanting to come to our area. We've also seen people from France and the UK. Now, some of the statistics that we've acquired through the Heritage Corridor in LaSalle County affecting the economic tourism in Ottawa for last year. As you can see, these numbers are all the way up. Again, this year, each year that we've presented that I know of, these numbers keep going higher. If you're not familiar, travel expenditures are money spent by travelers on such things as public transportation, food service, auto transportation, lodging, retail, entertainment, recreation. Payroll is wages and salaries paid directly to employees serving the traveler. Employment is actual numbers of jobs supported by Illinois tourism. And the tax receipts are travel tax receipts that are tax generated from revenues attributed to travel spending in Illinois. And again, as you can see, they were up from last year's. The awards, now since I've been on, come aboard in 2011 with the Ottawa Visitor Center, we have, and I don't mean to pat myself on the back or the Visitor Center on our back, but we felt that we wanted to kind of show the many accomplishments that we have done in the last 5 years. And these are some of the things that we have been associated with, nominated for, or won. And one thing that is definitely a feather in our cap is winning the best marketing campaign 2 years in a row through the Illinois Governor's Conference on Tourism. Grants, since 2009, we have acquired $299,667. Last year was our NPP grant, and that was our final grant that we can apply for. We can no longer apply for any other grants due to the Illinois state budget. They are not available at this time, and we are constantly waiting and hoping that they will become available, but we have taken our measures in case they do get reinstated. We are prepared with our quotes and ready to go, as well as we looked at our budget and been able to figure out how we can continue to advertise and do our due diligence for the Ottawa Visitor Center and the City of Ottawa. Our future plans, of course, we want to continue with the botanical brand promotions. Like I mentioned, continue to seek out grant applications. Our Live Buffalo No Bull campaign is something that we're going to debut next year. We just finished up the filming on that. QR codes and on-sale mural tours. The First National Bank mural, riverfront development and promotions, and our heritage tour redevelopment, which is something that we want to update to include such items as Radium Dial Girl and the Historic Home District. So that's my presentation. I want to thank you, Mayor Bob, Commissioners Kim Sis, Shelley Monks, Nancy Stisser, Reed Wilson, the OVC Board and staff, Boyd and staff from the Chamber, LaSalle County Tourism Board. And one more thing before I let you go, as I mentioned, our Live Buffalo No Bull campaign, we just finished that filming up, and just to kind of show you the hard work and dedication that we go through in order to show Ottawa in its best light. We had to get up several times at 4 o'clock in the morning to capture the items that we wanted to feature in our next commercial, which will debut in the spring. And so this image is just a portion of that we got to witness by doing that. This is the bluff off of Buffalo Rock State Park overlooking the Illinois River towards Ottawa. And we were able to capture that by photo and as well as film. So thank you again for your time.
Thank you, Kurt. Does anybody have any comments or questions? I notice quite a few of your board members are here too, and I want to thank you for all your hard work. Okay, We'll move to Commissioner Eichelkraut's part of the agenda.
Moved by Commissioner Eichelkraut that the biweekly salary payroll of September 25th, 2015, in the amount of $330,129.25 be approved and warrants issued.
Is there a second to the motion? Commissioner Awesome, any discussion? Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Less.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Commissioner Eichelkraut that the monthly expense report of October 6, 2015, showing expenses in the amount of $468,448.67 be approved and warrants issued.
Is there a second? Commissioner Gainier, any discussion? Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Less.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Commissioner Eichelkraut that a resolution authorizing the application and execution of the Section 5311 non-metro operating assistance grant and the downstate operating assistance program grant agreement for fiscal year 16 for NCAT, which has been on file for public inspection since September 15, 2015, be adopted.
Is there a second to the motion? Commissioner Gainier, any discussion? Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Less.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye. Anything else for the council, Commissioner Eichelkraut?
No, Mayor.
Commissioner Awesome, anything for the council tonight?
No, Mayor.
Okay, Commissioner Gainier.
We have the report of the police chief for the month of September. Squad car calls, 1,395. Arrest, 320. Prisoners, 60. Sent to state institutions, 4. Sent to the county jail, 12. And sent to juvenile probation, 8. Moved by Commissioner Gainier that the report of police chief Brent A. Rolson for the month of September 2015 be received and placed on file.
Is there a second to the motion? Commissioner Eichelkraut, any discussion? Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Less.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
We have the report of the fire chief for the month of September. Number of bell alarms, 3. Number of still alarms, 22. Activated alarms, 13. Number of medic calls, 223. Number of transfers, 33. Number of patients, 212. Total calls for September, 294. Property loss was at $30,000. Contents loss at $80,000 for a total loss for September of $110,000. Total non-residents billed for medical services was 54. Moved by Commissioner Gainier that the report of Fire Chief Steve Haywood for the month of September 2015 be received and placed on file.
Is there a second to the motion? Commissioner Less, any discussion? Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Less.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Commissioner Gainier that the request from the Ottawa Police Department to purchase tasers from Taser International in the amount of $11,374.70 be approved and paid for from the general corporate fund.
Is there a second to the motion? Commissioner Eichelkraut, any discussion?
What we're doing here is replacing our old tasers that are no longer supported by technology. They're out of date, spare parts for them or anything, so we're just replacing them.
Any other comments? Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Less.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
And we're lining out the last item under Commissioner Gainier.
Commissioner Gainier, you have anything else for the council?
Not this time.
Less?
Moved by Commissioner Less that a resolution authorizing an agreement between the Sports Facilities Advisory, the City of Ottawa, the Ottawa YMCA, Ottawa Township High School, and OSF St. Elizabeth Medical Center, which has been on file for public inspection since September 15, 2015, be adopted.
Is there a second to the motion? Commissioner Gainier, any discussion? Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Less.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Commissioner Less that the request to purchase a new fuel pump and card system for the main police and fire station be approved and paid for from the general corporate fund.
Is there a second to the motion? Commissioner Gainier, any discussion? Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Less.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye. Anything else for the council, Commissioner Less?
Nothing further this evening, sir.
Nothing tonight, thanks.
Dave?
No, thank you.
Move to the mayor's part of the agenda.
We have the report of the registrar for the month of September. There were 37 birth certificates issued and 31 death certificates. Certified copies were issued with fees totaling $2,979. Moved by Mayor Eschbach that the report of registrar Shelley L. Monks for the month of September 2015 be received and placed on file.
Is there a second? Commissioner Less, any discussion? Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Less.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Eschbach that the report of the Parking Administration Department showing fines collected of $1,605 for the month of September 2015 be received and placed on file.
Is there a second? Commissioner Gainier, any discussion? Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Gainier?
Aye.
Eichelkraut?
Aye.
Les?
Aye.
Mayor?
Aye.
We have the report of the building official for the month of September. There were 13 building permits issued with fees totaling $3,221. Total number of on-site building inspections, 32. There were 3 sign permits for $115, 3 pool permits for $75, 11 fence permits for $500, 6 tree care permits for $1,200, 8 general contractor licenses for $800, 13 electrical permits for $800. Total number of on-site electrical inspections, 31. There were 4 plumbing permits, which were included in the building permit fees. Total number of on-site plumbing inspections, 7. And our ordinance enforcement officer did a total of 114 inspections, for a total of permits and licenses of 61, with fees collected of $6,711. Moved by Mayor Eschbach that the report of building official Michael J. Sutphen for the month of September 2015 be received and placed on file.
Is there a second to the motion? Commissioner Eichelkraut, any discussion? Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Gainier?
Aye.
Eichelkraut?
Aye.
Les?
Aye.
Mayor?
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Eschbach that the report of the sidewalk program showing 4 participants in the amount of $6,155 for the month of September 2015 be received and paid for from the general corporate fund.
Is there a second to the motion? Commissioner Austin, any discussion? Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Gainier?
Aye.
Eichelkraut?
Aye.
Les?
Aye.
Mayor?
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Eschbach that a resolution authorizing the execution of a contract between the City of Ottawa and Fair Graham and Associates regarding the Blight Reduction Program grant, which has been on file for public inspection since September 15, 2015, be adopted.
Is there a second? Commissioner Gainier, any discussion? Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Gainier?
Aye.
Eichelkraut?
Aye.
Les?
Aye.
Mayor?
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Eschbach that a resolution authorizing a public right-of-way permit agreement with Tangled Roots, which has been on file for public inspection since September 15, 2015, be adopted.
Is there a second? Gainier, any discussion? Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Gainier?
Aye.
Eichelkraut?
Aye.
Les?
Aye.
Mayor?
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Eschbach that a resolution authorizing and approving a partnership agreement between the Illinois Department of Commerce and Economic Opportunity and the City of Ottawa, and also authorizing the execution of a partnership letter for the National Disaster Resiliency Grant, both be received and placed on file for public inspection.
Is there a second? Commissioner Austin, any discussion? This is the next item, have to do with the resiliency grant application that we're making. I'm going to just let Dave, I don't want to go into a lot of detail, but maybe Dave, you could just for a few minutes bring the public up to date what we're doing here.
Since January, we have been working on a grant application. We are partnering with the state of Illinois and downstate communities on something called a National Disaster Resiliency Competition. And we're applying for a grant to, well, I'll just tell you what the different dollar amounts of the projects we're looking at. We're discussing $7.5 million of sanitary sewer improvements and ejector pumps with the primary purpose of keeping the basements from flooding. We've done a pretty good job solving our river flooding problems, but we're finding that we have a lot of flooding problems inside the heart of the town, and we're turning our focus towards working on those. Secondly, we are asking for $9 million roughly to develop our downtown waterfront, and in conjunction with that, $3 million to develop the Harper's Farm area. To develop our downtown waterfront, we have to fill the property up so it doesn't flood. You can't have a first-class event park that floods. But we can't fill our own floodplain because it fills in the floodplain and takes away flood storage. So we have to find compensatory storage. That will be upstream at the area known as Harper's Farm. We can create compensatory storage there and create a natural area with walking trails and hiking trails, and we're asking for funding for all of that. So our total request is around $15 million in grant funding to be matched with about $7.5 million of our own funding for a total project of almost $23 million.
Okay, and this is a program sponsored by the Federal Department of Housing and Urban Development. $1 billion being made available. There are now 40 entities, either states or communities or counties or groups competing for the funding, and we're our fingers crossed. I want to thank, by the way, the staff for spending a lot of time in the last several months putting this application together. So the first motion is to enter into the partnership agreement with the State of Illinois, Department of Commerce, Economic Opportunities. Is there other discussion on that? Roll call, please.
Awesome.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Less.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Eschbach that a resolution approving the commitment of funds for the National Disaster Resiliency Grant be adopted.
Is there a second to the motion? Commissioner Eichelkraut, any discussion? This is the leverage we're talking about. City's contribution would be toward the project. Much of this is that work that we know has to be done in connection with our flooding issues. Any other comment on that? Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Less.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Eschbach that a resolution authorizing the execution of an agreement between the City of Ottawa and the Illinois Grape Growers and Vintners Association regarding the 2016 Wine and Jazz Festival be received and placed on file for public inspection.
Is there a second to the motion? Commissioner Less, any discussion? Few changes in the agreement over last year, but it pretty much consistent with our past agreements as far as distribution of income contributions from the Vintners Association. Motion's to place it on file. Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Less.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
We're going to combine 10 and 11 on the agenda. Moved by Mayor Eschbach that the request for variances from Chris and Brandy Harden for property located at 409 2nd Avenue and Brian and Molly Hughes for property located at 921 State Street both be received and referred to the Zoning Board of Appeals for review and recommendation.
Is there a second to the motion? Commissioner Awesome, any discussion? Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Less.
Aye.
Mayor. Moved by Mayor Eschbach that the request for rezoning from Ramsey Benushi for property located at 306 West Norris Drive be received and referred to the Plan Commission for review and recommendation.
Is there a second to the motion? Commissioner Eichelkraut, any discussion? Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Less.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Eschbach that the report of the Zoning Board of Appeals meeting held on Thursday, September 17, 2015, considering a side yard setback variance request from Dwayne and Amy Duncan for property located at 739 Pearl Street be received and placed on file. Be it further moved, the council concur with the recommendation of the Zoning Board of Appeals and the variance request be granted and the follow-up ordinance be passed and approved.
Is there a second to the motion? Commissioner Eichelkraut, any discussion? Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Less.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Eschbach that the quote received from Gardens Gate in the amount of $21,471 for the Dayton Business Park's Coles Tree Drive project be accepted and paid for from the Dayton TIF Fund.
Is there a second to the motion? Commissioner Eichelkraut, any discussion? Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Less.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
You have one item of new business.
Okay.
Moved by Mayor Eschbach that the request for a conditional use permit of the plan unit development from Heritage Harbor, including preliminary and final plat approval for the West Peninsula Unit 9, be received and referred to the Plan Commission for review and recommendation.
Is there a second to the motion? Commissioner Gainier, any discussion? Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Less.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Do you have anything else, sir? Moved by Mayor Eschbach that this regular meeting be adjourned.
Is there a second? Commissioner Less? All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.